morning, Kingsley community. Pastor Colleen Weirman here with another daily devotion for Monday morning, September 28th, 2020. Again, I'm using the book, The Chosen, 40 Days with Jesus. We're on day 19. It's entitled Worry. Comes from Matthew 6:33 through 34. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. So that's Jesus speaking to his disciples. And the writers write, trouble. Each day has plenty of it, and tomorrow will usher in more. That part of the teaching the disciples had no problem accepting. It was the do not worry part that they had a problem with learning. So Jesus does a miracle at the wedding in Cana. He could have kicked off his signs and wonders with the parting of a Red Sea caliber miracle. Instead, he chose a simpler approach. He changed water into wine because it ran out. Problem solved. His mother was anxious on behalf of the wedding host and wanted him to step in, so he did, which means it was during a party that Jesus chose to reveal his glory to his disciples for the very first time. It was the public debut of triumph over trouble, and in so doing, Jesus demonstrated that nothing is inconsequential. Every predicament is an opportunity for divine intervention and continued celebration. We tend to worry about issues large and small, and Jesus cares about each one of them, especially because of the opportunity they present. But we have to do our part. Like Mary, we have to ask, even with seemingly small matters. Otherwise, we'll read verses about not worrying and worry even more about our inability to stop worrying. Isn't that true? You ever worry and then you're worried that you're worrying because you know you're not supposed to be worrying. So instead, give that little thing that's been bugging you to God. Big or small, Jesus will take care of it. So trust Jesus with the little things, and he'll prove time and again that you can trust him in everything. And don't worry about whether or not you have the ability to cease worrying. You don't. That's the point. Your job is to seek Jesus and his righteousness. So when you say stop worrying, we're not going to be able to. We're going to continue to worry, even though we know we're not supposed to be worrying. But the point of this whole thing is that Jesus wants us to take our worries to him. He wants us to give our complaints to him. He wants us to let him know what's on our hearts, even though he already does. It's for us to get rid of that worry. So whether it's a big thing or whether it's a little thing this morning that you're worried about, or that thing in the back of your mind that you think you've not worrying about and you think you've gotten rid of, it's still there and you're going to worry about it. So go ahead and give it to God and continue to give it to God until the worry ceases. Here's a couple of questions for you to ponder today. Do you struggle with anxiety? What things do you tend to worry about that cause this, and why? So anxiety, we know, is a result of something. It's a result of fear because we're worried about something. And then another one, do you ask for Jesus's help with the seemingly small stuff? Why or why not? So ask Jesus today. Talk to him. Believe in him. And I'm not going to tell you to stop worrying because you're not going to stop doing it. But instead, what I'm going to say is give what you're worrying about to Jesus. What are you anxious about? You got to start digging in deep about what you're anxious about. And then you'll find out what you're worrying about. And then you need to take it to Jesus. And so I'm prayerful that this was helpful for you today. For all you worriers out there, I'm one included. So go ahead and take the small stuff to Jesus as well, because those little things can really have a tendency to weigh on us heavy. Even though they seem small and insignificant, doesn't matter. Jesus wants us to bring them to him too. So big or small, bring your worries and your troubles to Jesus, and he will help you get through that worry. All right, I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.